everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lena Saleh, the EdTech Guru, where we are disrupting EdTech and education. All right, let's do this. I want to start this segment off by saying that I am in no way saying that every teacher should leave the classroom, but I am getting lots of inquiries from teachers on how to do it. So I wanted to put together a series in which I can help guide you to leave the classroom. Have you been thinking about leaving the classroom, not really feeling like you fit in anymore, but not really sure where to go? This series is for you. During this 5-part series, we're going to explore all the different ways to help you have the tools in your pocket to find your next job. So let's go ahead and let's kick this episode off. Where do I begin? The first time I ever talk with any educators, the first question they usually ask are, where do I begin? I don't even know where to go. So I put together other video series, which you can see right here, about where do I begin and what do I do? This is coming from my own background working across EdTech, and then my background of working in the education space myself. The first thing you do is you need to put together a list about what you like doing and what you don't like doing about your current role in the classroom. And now it's time to begin the job hunt. Now, I'm not saying you need to fully dive in and begin the job hunt itself, but you do need to start looking. It's an important part of the aspect of determining what jobs are going to be right for you. I recently spoke to a teacher who was looking to leave the classroom and she wasn't quite sure where to begin. So we listed out some of the things that she really loved and we came to a conclusion that there was a certain type of role that would fit her best. So what we then did was we started to look at source jobs and see if any of those job descriptions fit what it was that she wanted to do. So you look through. So what are even the jobs that are available to you as an education person leaving the classroom? That's such a great question about what kinds of jobs do we even consider within the EdTech space. And should I go to EdTech? Should I go to tech? It doesn't really matter where you want to go, but it is good to identify what types of jobs are there. So let's go through the jobs. The first one is customer success. What is customer success? Customer success is exactly what it says, the success of the customer. Usually a salesperson works the lead. So let's say you're interested in purchasing a product. I sell you the product and now I pass you over to our customer success manager. Our customer success manager is in charge of the implementation and having all the resources that you need to make your use of the purchase the most successful. This person will make sure the teacher is happy, has the resources, feedback loops, any type of training that they need, and you're the person who fosters that relationship until it's time again for the salesperson to interact with the customer again. There's also a training or implementation specialist. What exactly is this? A training or implementation specialist is on the ground, usually doing either web-based or online training, really implementing the product. So this could be a workshop, presenting at a conference, as well as anything that the schools and districts need to make for a successful rollout. You typically will work directly with the customer success person to provide those training resources that the customer needs to be able to have success during their use of the account. Now, those are kind of a couple of the back end roles that you'll see. Let's talk about sales. I've mentioned sales. There are really a couple of different sales types of representative. Inside sales, that's usually somebody who is doing sales that are coming into the pipeline. So let's say you're interested about a product and you're requesting that product. You're going to really just work with them. That's usually going to be small. Think about small leads that come in. Think about a classroom subscription, a certain dollar amount below a certain amount. This is a great starting point for somebody who wants to be in sales. This could include just really small types of deals and then selling them and getting them familiar with the platform or whatever it is that they're looking for. And sometimes you could do small and local conferences. Then you have outside sales. This is usually large clients. Once a deal has been developed, you as the salesperson take this to a full close, selling the training that's needed, pitching the product, doing demos, whatever is needed to close the sale. This is a really good starting point if you're not sure about sales and you kind of want to get into it a bit. SDRs are a really good place to get your feet wet. Then you also have a content writer, curriculum, maybe a PD person. This person is the person who curates the content and the curriculum resources that teachers will use with students. This is basically, think about writing curriculum for the district, but writing it for a company. Sometimes you'll audit the curriculum, you'll revamp it, and you'll spend your time writing curriculum like you would in the classroom. So if you're really into writing curriculum, that's definitely something that you want to consider. So now we've talked about most of the jobs that are within EdTech. A couple of them that I didn't mention are marketing. You have your product within the marketing team itself. So let's say you're really into social media. Maybe you have a strong social media background. You have social media marketing that's dealing with all of the social medias. Then you also have content marketing, and that's someone who's creating the content for the company, like the blog post, maybe writing the copy that goes to the social media person. You also have your product marketing. Your product marketing is going to be anything related to the product. So maybe you're trying to let them know about a new feature, or really anything that has to do with the product itself, not exactly just curating content, but to be able to sell the product itself. So you have those three different branches within marketing themselves. You also have your dev team. That dev team is usually the people who are building the platform, your coders, your programmers, UX, so that's a user interface. All those people are located within the dev department. You also have your project and product management. So the product and project management sometimes can be the same person or can be different people. In my case, within my company, it is one person who develops the projects that the dev team is going to be working on. So maybe there's a new widget that's needed, or a new report that needs to be created, or just general maintenance within the site itself, taking in the feedback and data from the customers and putting that into action. Now, if you are looking to go that route, you're going to need a little bit more experience to be able to jump into those roles. They're usually higher paying because there's more stress and more leadership that's needed for that. So the first thing we do is we just talk about the jobs for which we're wanting to land for EdTech. So it's a good thing to kind of know what jobs are even available. In our next series, we'll focus on what job is right for me and how do I get there. We'll see you guys soon. Bye. Thank you so much for following along on this journey. My name is Lena Saleh, the EdTech Guru. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. And until next time.